Proof that we live in a simulation. I have literally found my simulation twin. Like, we were cut from the same cloth, made from the same template, whatever you want to call it, because she is living my life out in California.
Now, this video comes from Julia Wang HTX, and she has a simulation twin. There's really just no other way to put it. And when I first heard that, I was like, okay, so you have someone in your life who lives an incredibly similar life to you. But just listen to these coincidences between her and her simulation twin, because I'm telling you, by the end of this, I was like, oh, you have a simulation twin.
Some background info. So I live in Houston, Texas. My simulation twin, her name is Caroline. She lives in California, and we've known each other for a while because we both grew up in Dallas. And so we have a lot of mutual friends, but it wasn't until recently where we discovered how similar and how eerily similar our lives are. So this is my family right here. I'm actually Korean, and I'm married to a Taiwanese man, and he is a tech entrepreneur. He started several tech companies and he develops software. So our kids, we have 3 kids. They're obviously half Taiwanese, half Korean. I have Cameron. She is the oldest. She's 8 years old. Jordan, he is my middle child. And then my son, Atlas, he is 11 weeks old. So this is Caroline's beautiful family, and Caroline is Korean like I am, and she's also married to a Taiwanese man who happens to be in tech, and a lot of Asians are in tech, so that's not that big of a deal. But she has 3 kids, and her oldest is a girl, and then it's followed by 2 boys, just like me. And the age difference between her kids are the same as mine. So her daughter is named Charlotte. My daughter is named Cameron. Her middle son is named Jacob. My son is named Jordan. So yeah, it's not the same name, but it starts with the same letter. And then her youngest is named Chance. And while my son is named Atlas, she actually messaged me saying that Atlas was one of the names that they were considering because her son, her middle son, apparently likes maps a lot. And Atlas is not like a common name. Like, no one I know is named Atlas. So the fact that she was considering that name is crazy. So we're both the oldest in our family. I have a sister. She has a brother. So my sister, Nina, she went to Pratt Art School in New York. If you know Pratt, it's like a very small, hard to get into art school in New York. And her brother went to Pratt. So my husband is the only child, the golden son, and he unfortunately lost his father to cancer a couple of years ago. And my simulation twin, her husband is also the only child, and he lost his mother to cancer the same year. And we both drive a minivan, and not only just a minivan, but we drive the Toyota Pacifica hybrid minivan. And what's crazy is, like, I actually got this minivan as part of a collab with Driveway. So the fact that she owns that is crazy. To me, this is not a coincidence. Like, we have way too many similarities and very specific similarities. And I really feel like we were like made from the same template, character template for this simulation. But I don't know, call me crazy. What do you guys think?
How crazy is that? The same kids. The kids were what really got me. They both had a daughter and then 2 sons, and the first 2 kids for both of them had the same first letter of their names, and then their babies were almost named the exact same thing. It's literally almost like Julia can get a glimpse into an alternate reality, one where she doesn't live where she does, but she's instead gallivanting off in California, but also not, because they live such similar lives. They have such a similar story. I don't know. This one was kind of sweet to me though. I think I'd like having a simulation twin so I could just like peek in and see like an alternate version of my life. That reminds me, I've really been meaning to tell you guys about this, but have you been having the craziest dreams this year, or is it just me? Earlier this year, I had a dream where I met my soulmate in like an alternate plane of reality, where people link up with their soulmates in the astral realm so that they can get married later in life. If you didn't hear this story, you're probably like, whoa. If you did hear the story, you're probably still like, whoa. But stick with me here. So I had that dream. It was really vivid, and I still don't know whether or not that was a dream. But lately, I've been having even crazier ones where I will get a glimpse into an alternate life for myself. Like a life where, let's say, I stayed in college and never made a YouTube video. I will know as I have these dreams, not that I'm dreaming, but that I am not myself. I have all of the same people in my life. Well, sometimes. Sometimes people are like different things to me in the dream. My brother is always the same. My mom's always the same. My dad's always the same. Like my immediate family, always same cast of characters, if you will, but people around me will change. And I'll know in the dream, not that I'm dreaming, but I'll have this sense of like, it's okay, whatever happens here, I don't stay here. Literally, like I'm going into an alternate universe of myself, living out a day as that person, and then waking up in my bed. And this has happened more than once. It's happened with me being a doctor, with me being a mom to like 3 kids. There was one reality where I could skateboard, and that was just my whole life was skateboarding. And if you know me, you know I'm the most uncoordinated human being on planet Earth. There's no way. Maybe I'm visiting alternate realities when I sleep. I don't know. I've been telling everyone I know about this recently, and everyone has agreed that it's really weird. So I'm curious what you guys think about that.